guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give a pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water, got my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another trip in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
Dope. It's almost done. Oh, come on, man. Great song, great song.
a big ups to Darcy DeFlo and add his song to the playlist.
No.
What is up, everyone?
Hello,
Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello.
Turn it up.
Turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my headphones. Mic check.
1 2 1 2. Hey Jay.
What's up, Jamie? Yo, yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo, yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas in our restaurant. Guadalajara, Acapulco.
I'm cruising in my blue Corolla.
I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs.
She's crying downstairs.
Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on a DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. Flow. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP. Notorious. I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
Pastor Eric, not Pastor Eric.
That's really what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. I can't get rid of them. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind. And I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom leader, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it time go.
It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. That's right, back with the second stream of the day. My lord, what the hell is this? Jesus Christ. That's right, folks. Yeah, Duty's out in the wild. What's up, JWild? How you doing, brother? Duty's out in the wild. That's right. All right, let me shut this off. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Let me shut that off. That's right. Duty's out in the wild. By the way, it's probably going to be just an intimate gathering because most people know I don't stream around this time, so I doubt if we're going to get a lot of people here. It's all good. It really doesn't matter. I like these small, little intimate gatherings.
Either subscribe, donate, or get
just like DSP. I like to focus on just a few people at a given time, okay? So I can give you guys, you know, individual style attention, okay? All right, just like DSP. Just think of this as a DSP stream where there's nobody there. Nobody here. So thank you. Before we get started, before we get the party started, I want to give a big shout out to why didn't this pop up? Hold on. We did get an early contribution. Thank you, Gonzalez, brother. Thank you for the $9.99. Much appreciated. I can't wait for the flesh lip second banker. It's coming, brother. It's coming, man. It's just a matter of time. I'm more than certain that it's a matter of time. Yes, yeah, Jimmy, exactly. Think of me as the pre-stream to Kino Casino, the pre-show. That's right. I'm the bum comedian that they throw out before Chris Rock. There you go. Not Chris Rock. Dave Chappelle. There you go. That's right. I'm here. Nobody bursts more than. Yeah, is Review Tech streaming, by the way? I didn't even check to see if he was streaming today. Did he do a marathon? I'm figuring this is his big day. This is like, you know, this is like Mariah Carey and Christmas. She just comes out once a year to sing around Christmas time, and then she just goes back into her shell. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That's right, folks. We got Satan here. Big up, Satan. Hello, Satan. How are you? I won't, brother. I won't. No. Although I just said what's up to you, and I'm pretty sure one of his dents that monitor my streams is probably going to tell Phil that you were there. But it's okay, brother. I won't tell you. Hold on. Let me mod you, brother. Let me mod you. Again, I don't know if you know much about my content, but everyone's allowed here. I don't give a shit whether you're a DSP supporter, you hate. I don't care. This is a free speech zone. You could come and hang out, chill. Everyone's a mod. Everyone is treated well. So don't worry about it, okay? Just don't do anything illegal. Thank you. Sandy, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the $5. Good Lord. And by the way, I gotta apologize, but my vision's kind of jacked up, and it gets worse as the day goes by. And I'm blind, so the less light we get, the blinder I am. So I apologize. It's a little hard for me to read super chats and so on. But you're good, Satan, brother. It's all good. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Again, I get Dunsfelter comes, hangs out. Darjax hangs out. Buckwell used to hang out for a while here. I got a few people from DSP streams to hang out. It's all good, brother. Welcome home. Welcome here. Welcome here. Duty's blind. Yeah, man, I'm blind as fuck. And it's even worse, man. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to get like a haze. Almost like a haze in my vision. It's very fucking annoying. It's almost like you have your monitor set too bright. That's how it is. So I know something's going wrong with my eyesight. So I don't know if I have cataracts or what, but I gotta get it checked out. I'll eventually do it someday. We'll see. We'll get there someday. Let me lower my volume because I'm peaking a little bit too much. There you go. How do I sound, folks? Can I get a 1 in the chat? If my voice volume sounds good. It could be glaucoma. My mom had cataracts, so I'm thinking maybe cataracts or something. I don't know. I'm still too young for that. I shouldn't be having cataracts, but I gotta get checked out. I got so much shit going on, man. I'm an old man, and You know how that shit goes. When you're old, shit just starts falling apart. No matter how healthy you are or how well you take care of yourself, shit just falls apart. So it's a little low. All right, let me see. Let me raise it up just a little bit. There you go. There you go. How's that? All right, that's a little bit better. I'm not peaking too high. All right, that's the best I can do without blowing out your ears. You can't hear anything, Blue? You're being a detractor. You need to refresh your YouTube app. Because everybody else can hear, right? That's better. Perfect. All right, everything's good. I think Blue has a problem with his internet. So, all right, folks. Well, if you were here earlier today, if you guys were here, you guys know, bro, my girl is 40 and I had cataract. Damn, man. Please don't say that to me, soldier, man. I don't feel like dealing with that. I heard the cataract surgery is a pain in the ass. So I'm not really looking for that. Yeah, the detractors ruined Mega Man 8. That's right. If you didn't see, I clipped it. I posted it. I did get to clip the Mega Man 8 rage quit. That's right. He died like 50 times. And he rage quit the game. So he's on the Mega Man 9, which I think is harder. Mega Man 9 is actually harder than the first stream. You missed the first. Yeah, this morning's stream was funny, brother. It was great. We went through the whole Fappening saga. We saw the 15-minute video. We saw subsequent videos of DSP retconning his story. We saw the my wife is downstairs literally crying. We saw all those videos, brother. And the one thing I said this morning was, I think I called it when I said that if DSP goes into this and he wants to talk about the Fappening and what happened, right? And I said he was going to probably spend the first hour talking about what happened and how he persevered and how it made him stronger and all this bullshit, right? But I didn't expect him to take the tack of he straight up lied. Okay, let's just be honest. He straight up lied about several things. The first lie he said was that he owned the meme. That is bullshit. That is straight fucking cope. Not at one time, not at one point in his career did he own the Fappening meme. That's bullshit. That was lie number one. Lie number two, which of course he blamed Panda Lee for beating off on stream. That's a lie. That was another lie. That's always been a lie. That's not a new lie, but that's a lie. When his viewers started questioning him and saying, wait a minute, didn't you tell RTU that your wife cries every time someone talks about you Fappening, you beating off, and you asked him in a DM to stop talking about it? And what did he do? He blew that person off and banned that person. That's right. What happened, Phil? I thought you were gonna, talk about it, be open, let everyone come out and ask questions. You were gonna answer all the questions. What happened to that? Yeah, that's right. Scratching the leg. He's scratching the leg. Straight up, brother. You know what I mean? If you're gonna own it and you're gonna be open to it, just let people ask the questions. Bring it up. And the other thing too, Phil, if you were owning the meme, why were you banning hundreds and thousands of people from your stream? Banning them nonstop. From the very first stream you actually jerked off to probably, this today. You've been banning nonstop people. Just banning people. Bringing up the Fappening and the shit you said and you blaming Panda Lee. Brother, it was just some serious scope. And he really thought, this is what he thought. He thought that if he came in owning the meme and laughing it off, you know what I mean, and making jokes, that everyone was going to say, oh, DSP, you're such a great sport. That's awesome that you're owning the meme. You're doing great. Here's some money. Didn't happen. Pescator in the house. Big ups, brother. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Let's all give a round of applause to Pescator. The GOAT. The G. The man. The legend. Nah, man. The May 1st murder. No. It's not dead, man. It's not dead. It's fun to bring it up every once in a while. And I like the thing that makes it amazing is that one day a year, the entire internet can gather together and make fun of DSP. That's the only thing. And it bothers him to no end. We know it bothers him to no end. So, that's why I enjoy doing it. Of course, I enjoy doing anything that pisses off Phil. That's just kind of my modus operandi. If it pisses off Phil, I'll say it or do it. You know what I mean? Whether it's factually right or whatever, I don't care. Hand lover, what's up, brother? ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I'm live. Duty's live. That's right. So, if you don't know, I mentioned it this morning. I got the afternoon off. That's right. Soulmade Soulmate and my kids actually had an event to go to, a little party. So I really wasn't feeling it. It was more of a woman's thing, you know. And I didn't really feel comfortable going. So my wife said, you know what? Why don't you relax, stay home, do whatever you want to do, watch a game, do something. And there's nothing on tonight. So I said, you know what? I might as well pop on for like an hour or two and talk about the marathon and see how DSP was doing. Tune in to see how DSP doing. And boy, DSP did not let us down. He didn't. I ended up getting like 5 clips from this marathon, and it's not even over at the very beginning. So, what else did he do? Oh, check, bro. Did I have an aneurysm? Did he literally say that his jerking off was meaningful? We're gonna watch a video. The man literally said that his episode of jerking off was meaningful. But not PPPs and not Review Tech USA taking off his t-shirt. You know what I mean? That wasn't meaningful. Or PPP showing his butthole. No, that wasn't meaningful. But him beating off was meaningful because it said it. He even called himself literally a trendsetter. He was the one that started the trend of people, you know, doing, you know, getting naked on stream and just doing outrageous things. That's right. He claimed that it was his jerking off on stream that led to this revolution. So he took ownership of it, right? He did. I got the video. I clipped it. We're going to watch it. So we got a couple clips we want to watch. I'm not going to stream snipe him because I think he's playing Mega Man now. Mega Man 9. And I don't really care for Mega Man or his playthroughs. I did clip the Mega Man 8 playthrough because he rage quit. That's right. He died like 50 times and rage quit in an hour because it was too difficult. Of course, listening to DSP, it was buggy input mechanics, so whatever the fuck he blamed. So, how the fuck do you rage quit Mega Man 8? I'm not even a Mega Man player, and I played probably 4 of the Mega Mans and beat them pretty quickly. I mean, they're not easy, but you learn the pattern, you play the pattern, and you beat the game. It's not hard. Again, these are children's, made for children. All right. What else? Oh, of course he didn't ask her. The other thing too is he didn't answer a bunch of questions, right? Remember, this was supposed to be the definitive stream where he was going to answer questions about the fappening. You know, people wanted to know, was he on page 5? How many men were in the stream? You know, were there girls in the stream? And apparently he didn't answer anything. We got the same corny ass story plus a retcon. We got a couple retcons. And of course, everyone's to blame. It was everyone's fault. Although, remember, he said he's taking ownership of it. But yet, it's everyone's fault. Good God, brother. He did worse than I expected on Mega Man. Oh, I didn't. No. I knew he was gonna. He was gonna be super shit on the game.
Money. Sub.
Did I get subs? Oh my lord, I did. Someone just dropped a 5-member sub. Or 5 subs on Kick.
Sub.
Thank you. You know what? You get a round of applause for that. Thank you, brother. Yeah, big up. That was who was that? That was Insomnia Necromancer. Thank you for the generosity, brother. I appreciate that. You are the number one. You are the weekly top gifter. Big ups, brother. Now, I'm not going to get all that money because for some reason, since I haven't streamed on Kick for 3 months, I haven't met their monetization goals. So that's okay. They put it in a bank account, and then whenever I do meet the goals, they'll give me the money. So it's all good. I'm not hard up for it. It's all good. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Panda Lee was hotter. She was definitely a lot hotter. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, she's what do they say? She's an Arkansas 8. That's right. Panda Lee's an Arkansas 8. So, you know, I mean, I guess. Yeah, yes, DSP did start the Internet 6 tape. That's right. Oh man, I literally can't believe this fucker tried to claim that his beating off on stream was meaningful, but yet PPP showing his starfish was not meaningful. Jesus Christ, man. And you know this was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen. As soon as people started questioning him, answering questions, calling him out for his retcons, calling him out for his lies, he was going to fucking spiral. And that's exactly what he did. He spiraled. Dennis, is it true that he groomed Panda Lee? Okay, this is the story, and I'll let you decide. Okay, I'm gonna let you decide if this is if what you think. And this is just the factual statements. Okay, I'm not making shit up or whatever. He started dating Panda Lee, according to Phil, when she was about 18 years old. Okay. he was talking with Pandali via DMs for quite a bit. And let's not forget it leaked that she was also talking to Review Tech USA. She was talking to Review Tech USA and DSP at the same time. And it was kind of like, you know, dating-ish kind of thing, you know. That's what they were doing. So DSP claims she was 18. Shortly after, a few months after her 18th birthday, we find out that she was visiting him in Connecticut, and then they ended up moving in with each other, right? Those are factual statements. I'm not making any of that shit up, right? So, if you look at the timeline, there is a certainty, there's a pretty certainty there that Pandali was 17 years old when she was talking. Yeah, she was talking. Yeah. You didn't know that, Wasted? Yeah. She was talking to Review Tech USA and DSP at the same time. Ugh, God. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with Pandali. I'm guessing she was looking to be some internet wife or something. So she hit up Review Tech USA and then hit up DSP and figured whoever would hit her up would, you know, he would date them, I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea what was going on. So there is, what did they say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's smoke there. And if you just think about your own relationships, right? You're not going to be living with someone or moving in with someone that you talk to for a few months. That just doesn't make any sense. So common sense tells you that at a minimum, they were talking for at least 6 months. And if they were talking for at least 6 months, that puts Pandali at the age of 17. She was 17 years old when they started talking. And that, sir, makes DSP a PDF. It does. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't give a shit about this nonsense about, well, in Pennsylvania, the age is whatever. And then someone tried to tell me that. Somebody tried to tell me that in Pennsylvania, the age of consent is like 16. And I was like, no, that's not true. That's not correct. How old was RTU then? Well, RTU, I believe, is the same age as DSP. They were the same exact age. DSP was cinnamon raisin. Yeah, the hamster. That's right. He was almost 30 and a virgin. Yeah, he was 28 and Pandali was 18. According to Phil. But personally, brother, I do think that she was 17. Now, I know some people like to throw out this nonsense about, well, you know, sometimes the age of consent is 16. No. If she's not 18 years old, brother, you shouldn't be dating her. Especially, and you know what? Even like some people say, well, what if someone's 18 and the girl's 17? Okay, whatever. That's fine, whatever. Even though you should wait till they're 18 just to make it legal. But, you know, stuff like that, fine, whatever. I understand people dating in high school, whatever. I get that. I get it, fine. But, I mean, you know, 28 and 18 or 28 and 17, no, that's not cool. I don't give a shit who you are. That is not fucking cool. So, you make up your own mind whether you think that's enough evidence to prove that DSP is Derek 2.0. So, or Derek Sr. Me, if you ask me, I think it's more than likely that she was 17. Just looking at the situation, she was 17 in my eyes. Let's see. Any adult knows that's right. Yeah, I know. And the mere fact too that he was 28, going to be 29, talking to a teenager, that's quite disgusting. But again, Phil is dysfunctional. He can't date someone his age because anyone his age knows better and won't fall for stupidity and won't fall for those tricks. So, what does an old ass man have in common? Nothing. And that's the reason why she left him. You know, I know a lot of people want to say she was a gold digger. She was cheating on him. No, they were just in two different parts of their lives. DSP wanted to stay home, watch DVDs, and stream all day playing video games and e-beg. And Pandali wanted to have a real life. She wanted to go have fun. You know, she wanted to travel. She wanted to do some shit, and she couldn't do any of that with this pig roach. You know, it was the best pig roach could do for Pandali was take her to Seattle for 3 days, and do a staycation where they stayed at a hotel and watch DVDs. That's what they did. They didn't even go to the fucking Seattle Zoo. They just stayed at the hotel, ordered room service, and watched DVDs. Stay the fuck home. Save the money for the hotel. Stay the fuck home. And even if they bang, you could bang for free at home. That's like buying milk when you have a cow at home. It makes no sense. It really makes no fucking sense whatsoever. All right, guys, we got some videos to watch. I'm probably going to go for about 2 hours. I know King Sly streaming tonight, so I don't want to bump up against King Sly. You guys know King Sly is my homie. I'll probably redirect you to King Sly stream after this. You can go check him out. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about the marathon. He's also going to talk about the quartering. By the way, before we get started on DSP, I want to share this video real quick. As you guys know, I've become the unofficial clipper. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. Don't tell PPP I said that. I don't want him raging at me. But I've become one of the clippers, and one of the pieces of content that I've been clipping has been the quartering segments, and of course DSP. And we're more than likely going to be getting some DSP segments today, right? I just saw this earlier. Apparently, the quartering. There's some video or something of the quartering talking where apparently he decided to Minecraft a cat. And he was doing the Hassan on his dog. I don't know, brother. I don't know if this is true. This becomes something totally different. This doesn't become doing gay ops against other content creators. No, this is different. Now, if it's true, I think the internet as a whole needs to gather together and just do something about this. Okay, let's watch this clip real quick. I want to hear what he has to say. This is from Kino Cathedral's channel. This is the Twitter upload where they promote this is the promo to their stream tonight. So I want to hear what PPP and Worski have to say. Come on. Come on.
Quartering sick, sordid history of animal abuse exposed tonight on the show. He admits to shocking his dogs, just like Hassan Piker. We have him on tape admitting to poisoning a cat through neglect. He killed his saltwater aquarium fish through neglect as well. It's a sick, twisted history of animal abuse coming from Jer. It's gonna be a
Not
sad
shocking,
segment, but well,
okay, I know Worsty's gonna have a lot to say tonight. This is true. I know they like what they call is glaze the lilies. Is that what they call it? Glazing the lily, where it's a truth, but they kind of stretch it a bit. I hope that that's what they're doing here. I hope that they're kind of stretching the truth, and it's not really true that he did something to a poor cat. Because you guys know, I just lost my beloved cat. Okay, Blaze, Rip Blaze, and this is not gonna be fucking cool. Okay, this is not gonna be fucking cool if he did something to a cat, a defensive cat. I'm just saying that. How am I mad? How am I mad? Everyone's a mod here, bro. If you visited, I made a shitty video on you, and you mod. Yeah, I'm mad at everyone. No, I'm not dumb. Are you planning to do something stupid on my stream? If you're not planning to do something stupid on my stream, we're good. Turvmania, you probably came to my stream. I saw you and I mod you. I mod everyone here. If you want to give me an excuse to unmod you, you can. You can give me an excuse. I'll listen to it. But other than that, brother, I'm mad at everybody. Everybody's cool here, brother. Just be cool. Hang out. You can say whatever you want, man.
it is shocking for his poor
It
dog.
is shock. Actually, sorry.
Oh,
it is.
shock.
Oh, and
What's
H3's doing the
is-
Ren Fair right now.
Yeah, H3's doing the full Renaissance Fair right now, but it's crazy. The whole world came out and condemned.
And again, I don't mind people doing videos on me or hating me or different opinion. That's all good. I don't mind that at all. So, Torvin, you can come in here, chill, and hang out. You could be a mod. Just be cool.
Hassan Piker for shocking his dog.
Yeah.
Quartering goes out there and defends Hassan and says there's nothing wrong with electrocuting animals to get them to
How
do
did we
what
miss
you
this?
want.
Quartering
need
has
that
flown
money. I
under the
really do. I
radar
need
for
that
way
money.
too fucking
Well,
long.
he's just
Shane World, how you doing, brother? Well, you know what? It is true. Thank you, brother, for the one, man. I appreciate that, brother. The reason why he's, gone on the radar is because he's been boring as fuck, and no one really watches his content. You know, the only people that watch his content are kind of his viewers, and that's it. So that's probably why he skirted under the radar. Plus the fact that he streams on Rumble, and most of his views are botted, so that's why he skirted under the radar.
such a fucking snoozer, buddy. Super boring. Holy.
I
By the way,
watched a bunch of his things yesterday. He's bad, dude. His raw dogging. His
But
video.
tonight, it might happen. The ultimate showdown.
Oh, yeah.
The quartering in the hallowed halls of Bloodsport debate versus Yellow Flash.
We'll snipe it.
Now, Yellow Flash is prepared and has been posting on Twitter all day long. All of these clips he's going to confront.
All right, I was reading a little bit of Turf Mania here. I'm a little worried he's going to do something stupid on my stream, so you can hang out, and if you're cool, I'll give you a mod back, but I'm a little worried you're going to start doing some shit that you're not supposed to be approved, but you can chill here. You're not banned, and nobody ban him. Don't ban him, all right? Just let it go. I've removed his mod shit because I got a little worried with some of the shit he was saying.
Jer with to felt him. Jer has been completely radio silent on Twitter for over 24 hours now.
Is the booze?
It's funny.
No, Jimmy, it's all good. I don't mind people that dissent hang out here, man.
Now he's decided to uphold his break from Twitter for his mental health or whatever.
Right before the blood starts?
I mean, listen, if it happens, we're going to cover it tonight, but I don't think this shit's going to happen. I think he's gone running. I don't think he's going to find his fucking balls and show up tonight. He's felt it,
He's
bro.
a bitch, dude.
I don't think he's going to be on. And by the way, I don't think he's going to come back on May 4th. I think on May 4th, he'll put some tweet out there and say that, after speaking with his friends and close family, he's decided to extend his break out to, I don't know, get in touch with his feminine side or whatever. I don't know. He's going to do something extremely gay. He's not going to be around for some while because there's just so much smoke going on. And on top of that, there is a brigade going on right now of channels getting struck. They're having their they're having their videos hit with community guideline strikes. Some channels are getting demonetized, and it may not say be all of Jer, but it's a group of people that support Jeremy for some reason, and they decided to align with Jeremy, and they're just false flagging these whatchamacallits. And apparently what's going on here is what they're doing is they're going into these live streams and flagging it for sexual content nudity. And I'm guessing if you get enough people to flag a video or a live stream at the same time, the YouTube algorithm will just take it down, and then review it after the fact. So it looks like that's what these fucking people are doing. So I'm very careful with what I post about Jerry nowadays. I mean, if it's Kino Casino and them talking, I'm sure they're going to be able to flag my shit. But, just be careful. If you're a content creator and you're talking about Jerry and you're doing a live stream, just be very careful with what you say. You guys know that my video got taken down. My stream got taken down last week, and for sexual content, remember? And the timestamp was the Banana song, the Banana remix song. I challenged it. It got held up, but then I reached out to my contact at YouTube. They reviewed it again, and literally within like 3 hours, they overturned it and said, "Yeah, this is good. Everything's perfectly fine."
He's felt it either way. Either he doesn't show up and he's a cowardly bitch who ran away after running his mouth for fucking weeks, if not months. Debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. It's okay. Well, now are you going to show up? Probably not. And it's all a big fucking waste of time. But it might be the ultimate felt down for old fucking Hambley. I mean,
still the felt down for him.
It is his last chance to try and put any sort of dent in the momentum again.
Well, I mean, look, I know. So wait a minute. Shane just posted right here. He said, "Hey, Duty, you asked earlier what were you doing back in 2016 when the May 1st burst occurred. He was in a dead-end relationship with a woman who already had kids. Awful times. That sucks, brother, and I'm glad that you're out of that situation, but you were still better off than DSP. So thank God for that, all right, brother? But I hope everything's a lot better now, man, for you.
Him before the hallowed sacred date of May 4th, where it was prophesied that this would all blow over. That the Master Yoda would make this all go away. There is no quartering scandal. What are you?
All right, I didn't want to watch the whole thing, but Kino Casino tonight starting at 8:30. If you don't want to listen to their pre-stream, it actually starts at 9 o'clock. Go check it out. If you are a pet lover, as I am, you want to definitely check it out, because if they do have some content out there about Jeremy and his abuse of animals, that changes the scope of this. Now, right now, it's a lot of gay ops bullshit. and content creators striking each other because their butt hurt, that's one thing. But when you start involving animals and abusing animals, that's a different fucking story. And I think everyone as a collective can join forces and say that's fucking wrong. Even people that support Jeremy, if that shit is true, bro, you need to step up and say something. Because the internet as a whole collectively jumped all over Wings of Redemption when he said that, you know, he took his dog to the swamp and the cat under the bucket. Remember all that? And as you should call Wings of Redemption out for that shit. The same thing should fucking happen to Jeremy, all right? The same fucking thing. And at that, probably more. All right, okay, we're going to watch some videos. Again, we're here for DSP. We're going to watch some DSP videos. And as I stated earlier, don't forget, folks, when we had the marathon earlier this morning, I kind of gave my prediction of what was going to happen. And lo and behold, that's right, Notre Dumbass Duty Streams over here got most of it pretty right. So the first thing I want to show is I want to show this video here where DSP decided to do a low-effort attempt of owning the May 1st burst, okay? Again, you guys know I told you that if he really wanted to be funny and kind of own the meme and be self-deprecating, what he should have done was he could have recreated the May 1st burst. Just like what we saw from Wasted. Remember we saw the Wasted Sir clip where he bought some materials, he had a couch, you know what? Let's show you guys. We showed this earlier today. Hold on. Big ups to Wasted Sir Jer. He created this. He went out and made money. He put out money on this. He took the time. He created. Give him a sub. Like I said, give him a sub. Here's his channel here. He put in the effort, and I'm big on giving people props that put in effort. You know, anyone like me can come on stream and just talk shit, you know, and whatever. It's funny and whatever. But when people actually take the effort and go in and do amazing content, like Pescator. If Pescator's in the house, I love the fact that he had the puppets. He did the puppets, the DSP puppets, and he let people use it. That was amazing. That took time, effort, and money. So big ups to Wasted Sir Jr. Let's watch this. This is effort. This is effort, folks. All practical effects. No AI. I think he's up to like $400. We are. One-eyed, yes, we know, but we still gotta call it out. By the way, this is like Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, New Hope style effects. All practical effects, no real AI. Yeah, that's what this is. Big ups, and that's what I love. That's one of the things I love about Star Wars. They use practical effects. Big ups on the practical effects here. He's at 470. Yeah, he might make 1,000 today, or at least 700 or something like that. Looks like Julian from Trailer Park Boys, a little bit. Yeah, the soundproofing, I think that's just the black sheet, but still good enough, good enough. Unrealistic. They got the black sheet. Oh, we got the head. Oh, there you go, folks. There you go. Oh. Wasted in the house. What's up,
What is
brother?
up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. Camera's on the whole time, huh? I didn't even know. Hello.
You were recently on a stream with
Amazing. Amazing. Big up, Wasted. Wasted's in the house, brother. Big up, Wasted. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing that and making that. That was amazing, brother. I really hope that Kino Casino watches it. I did reach out through my channels and I did ask. I don't know if they got it or not, but hopefully they'll watch it tonight in celebration of the May 1st burst, because this is just amazing. Okay, that was a big. So big ups again, brother. I appreciated you sharing with me, Wasted, on that. All right, so let's see what DSP put out here. Let's see what he did. Okay, you guys ready to see the amazing practical effects that DSP used? All right, let's see what DSP decided to do here, folks. I saw that. What I saw that, Wasted. My Twitter's still down. I'm still suspended until tomorrow. Low effort. Good God. Look at him. Look at him smiling. He really thinks this is like the shit. We just started a little bit ago, Erebus. We're watching the clips from the mainstream. You're good. You're good. Yes.
Hey, got people on Kick. Thanks for all the moral support. However, it sure would be great if you give me some real support.
I guess, Jimmy. I have no idea what he was trying to do here. This was so sad and such low fucking effort.
What is going on, everyone? Hello, and welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, today is May 1st, 2026. And you know what that means. After much anticipation and hype, today is DSP's Mega
Busting
Marathon here on DSP Gaming. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're in good spirits and you are ready to chill with Phil all
I'm going to
day
let this
long.
play out for
Ladies
a little bit
and
more.
gents, it's a momentous occasion. All right? Seriously. It's a very special day. Today is the anniversary of my most embarrassing moment ever. 10 years ago, the fappening was happening.
I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna be real here. I don't think that was your most embarrassing thing you've ever did. You know what I think is more embarrassing, Phil? You know what is more embarrassing? Wasting $300,000+ on a mobile game addiction. I think that might be more embarrassing than this shit. You know what might be a little bit more embarrassing? Living in a house where you didn't have any working toilets for nearly 7 years, and shitting in a sink, and shitting in the tub, and shitting in a bag because you refused to pay a plumber to come out to your house and fix your fucking toilet. You know what's probably a little bit more embarrassing? You know, using paper utensils and plates because you refuse to buy a dishwasher because apparently your wife isn't a dishwasher and can't wash dishes herself. That might be a little bit more embarrassing. The bank leaks, that's quite embarrassing, brother, too. Showing the whole world, exposing the whole world that you spent $42,000 in 18 months on a mobile game. Showing that you spent how much money on fucking DoorDash? How much money again did you spend on liquor? On Total Wine? I think that might be a little bit more embarrassing than you jerking off on stream. And I'm not, jerking off on stream is pretty bad. But again, brother, don't act like this was the one defining moment in your life where you fucked up. Nah, brother, you fucked up quite a bit in your life, man. This is just one of many.
Right here, right now.
Hey, Ramon, how you doing, brother?
On this very stream on YouTube. If you can even believe it, it's exactly the same place. Unless you're watching on Kick right now. And let me tell
Or are you watching Raw Phil or the multiple streamers that are restreaming you?
Oh yeah. It's been a wild ride, folks.
Yeah, Jaha,
Let's
that's
get that music a
embarrassing.
little bit lower. It's been a wild ride, to say the least, right? It's been crazy. There's been ups. There's been downs. There's been good things and bad things. But overall, the last 10 years of my life have been absolutely
Everybody's a mod, brother.
wild, amazing.
No. Oh, no. What the fuck are you talking about, wild? You would think that we're talking about the dude from fucking the Dos Equis commercials, the most interesting man alive. No, brother. You beat off on stream 10 years ago. Your girlfriend left you. You got married to a horse who was in a bad relationship, who cheated on that relationship. You filed for bankruptcy. You failed to pay your taxes and got into debt. You had you had to give up your old condo because you couldn't afford to pay it. You owed God knows how much money in HOA fees, which you're still paying back to this day. What wild ride is this, Phil? You didn't even go on fucking vacation or anything. You've taken 2 trips. You went to Connecticut twice to go see your parents because apparently the first time you claimed your mother was dying and she wasn't. You just went there to spend the money you got from your dents on a wedding. And then the second time you went, which was last year, you went for a week to check on your mom because the poor woman begged you to fucking come and see her. That's a wild life, brother. Good, that's a fulfilling life there. The man who comes on every fucking, the day after his day off, he comes on to tell us that he went to fucking, to the supermarket and, maybe to the dump. And then went home and watched his wife play fucking Skyrim or Power Wash Simulator, and they ordered food. Yeah, that's a wild fucking life, man. Oof. I mean, bro, you make me feel shame. Like I've been a boring person all my life.
Unpredictable, but for the most part, they've been great. Okay,
they've been great. Yeah. Okay.
It could have been worse. Things certainly could have taken a horrible turn.
Well, I mean, for him, I guess I have to agree. It hasn't been bad for him. For a normal person, is shit. But I mean, his life goal is to stay home, not interact with anyone, have a mom wife, the cook and clean for him, and he could play video games and e-bag and make a living off of it. So I guess, I guess from DSP's definition, it's been a good life.
But because of the way that I handled it,
yeah, Kat,
because of the fact.
By the way, Kat is better at games. We've seen her play multiple games, and not to say she's great, but at least she puts a game plan. Like, you can see her when she turned on the game, she says to herself, okay, let me think about what I want to do. And she actually has a strategy. Unlike DSP, who just sits there and hopes his fucking dents hold his hand. So I think Kat is a better gamer.
That I rolled with the punches.
You rolled with the
Things
punches.
Didn't go so bad. And what we're going to actually do
I'm sure
right now to start today's marathon event, I'm going to recap and tell you the story of exactly what went down 10 years ago, what I was doing, what game we were playing, the stream, all the details for the first time ever will be laid out and talked about publicly. But then we're going to have a great time today because today is the Mega
Busting
Marathon where I'm playing Mega Man all day long here on DSP Gaming, including
the King Snake is more embarrassing. You're right, Zoomer.
Mega Man 8, which we already are halfway through, and we're into the Wily Boss stages from the marathon I did last year. And then we got Mega Man 9 and 10. These were the rejuvenation games where they try.
Yeah, and again, Gonzalo, I got no problem with Kat. I just make fun of Kat because I know it bothers Phil. But personally, I have nothing against Kat. I think she's a fine person. I think she sadly was stuck in a very bad situation, and I think maybe she had a rough life, especially with her mom being in a religious cult and trying to she apparently thought that Kat had demons and tried to do an exorcism, and it just didn't go right. It went pretty bad to the point where CPS had to get involved, and she had to live with foster parents and stuff like that. So I mean, I kind of feel a little bit bad for Kat. I do.
To bring classic Mega Man back to the modern era in the Xbox 360 days, and they're pretty tough games, okay? Now, I haven't played Mega Man in a very long time. It's been almost a year, so this is definitely going to be an interesting marathon to see how I handle it, can I actually get
overturn? Are you saying you don't want to be a mod? Is that what you're saying? I didn't catch everything you said. If you don't want to be a mod, just let me know, bro. I'll mod you. It's not a big deal.
back into the swing of things, or am I going to be sucking and just dying constantly? I guess we have to see. Okay, we have to see how today goes overall. Our first flex of the day. Thank you to Timmy Jones. Let's go, Frog. The first big flexing of the marathon right here. Now, I should lay down the ground rules for today, because I'm sure you guys want to know how it's going to work.
Yes.
First off, we're going to hang out and we're going to talk about...
we know, Phil. You made animations for money. And, of course, you're going to beg for one specific animation. And guess what? Duty called it. Duty got it right. It was the masturbating GIF.
This anniversary event right now as the intro to the marathon, okay? Then over the course of the day, we'll be playing various Mega Man games, but I will also be drinking. What will I be drinking?
No, Cat wasn't raised. All right, I'm going to blame for the Cat Muslim meme, okay? Because there was a guy who said one time that he shops at where Phil shops at, and that one day off he bumped into Phil at the store, and he saw a really robust woman, a big woman, who was wearing like a hijab and like cover-ups, where it looked like a Muslim, whatchamacallit. So people speculated that that Cat left and he was dating a Muslim woman. Later on, we found out via Phil that his wife got very religious, and she got big, she got fat. So we thought, oh, maybe that was the Muslim woman that guy bumped into. So, of course, I started speculating that, oh, it makes sense. She became religious. Maybe she converted to Islam. And she became Foodie Beauty. That was me. I don't think she converted to Islam. That was more of a meme and a joke. But I believe she's still Christian, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'm going to have various different drinks, like, for example, Cutwaters and other things similar to that I'll be just casually drinking over the course of the day. Maybe more challenging for me to play.
No, I think what it was she was just wearing a shower curtain because she was super big and couldn't wear anything. So the guy mistaken it for like a hijab. You know what I mean? The big, looking like a robe, looking like Homer Simpson when he gained all that weight.
Man, but I also have
she became Buddha.
My bullet bourbon that I had on the last marathon, and we'll continue to have some of that every once in a while. Now, if there is a particularly big contribution today,
there it is, folks.
I will likely take a celebratory shot. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're asking for money for drinks. I thought you no longer do that. Very similar to, like you said, you don't have any goals, right?
The reason I say that is because today, one day only, we have all special animations for this stream. If you gift the sub on Kick, if you do a super chat smaller than $5, there is a randomized chance to see brand new animations just for today.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? You didn't see...
Well, the last 2 years, he didn't stream on May 1st. Last year, he took off 2 days, and he said Cat had some type of stupid-ass appointment. So, of course, it had to be May 1st, and he took off May 2nd. And then the year before that, he took off as well. Where I think the year before that, he was taking off Wednesdays. I think Wednesdays were his day off. And he changed it to be a Tuesday or something like that, out of nowhere. And he came up with some lame excuse that he had to take Jasper, I think, to the vet or something, which we all know he never takes Jasper to the vet.
Because you actually...
He does have an animation. It's not shown here. It's in a later video. We'll see it. Don't worry, folks.
Actually got the randomized frog animation, which is the only old animation that I've left in the rotation for today. So we actually just...
It was probably 3 years ago. So I think it was probably 2023 the last time he streamed on May 1st. 2024 and 2025, he did not stream. He took off on those 2 days. Because I remember, because I did a marathon on both those days celebrating it, and I talked shit about Phil being a coward, and how, and I think at that time I was saying the reason why, because the last 2 years, Rich did a 24-hour or 12-hour marathon stream about the bursting, and that bothered the shit out of DSP. It bothered Phil a lot, so he decided just to take off. And I'm going to be honest, the last 2 years, I did a marathon because I was basically copying Rich. I was like, oh, we should have a marathon on the May 1st burst and have a lot of fun. So, and I guess more content creator, more detractors started doing the same thing on May 1st, and it kind of became a big celebration thing. So,
to not spoil the new animations,
it was about 3 years ago, the last time he streamed. Yeah.
But if we get contributions today, under $5 super chats, org subs, and gifted subs, you will see all of the new animations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. We have an absolutely epic animation for a $100 super chat or a $100 tip, you will see a very special animation on the stream that you are going to absolutely love. And in tandem with that, I will take a shot, okay, at the very same time. Now, we just got an anonymous gifted sub. Sadly, these animations don't play for anonymous subs, to warn you, because someone just did.
He claimed an anonymous person gave him $100, but I think that was fake. I think he wanted to drink because he said if someone gives me $100, I'll do the animation and I'll drink. I think that was a fake tip because I don't even think there was a message attached. He just said someone gave me an anonymous tip for $100. All right, let's play the animation and let's drink. And that's all. And he moved on pretty quickly from it.
The anonymous ones are different. The way that kick codes them.
Look, comes in denim. Big ups to comes in denim.
You're going to get the generic animation. But for a standard gifted sub or any of those smaller super chats, you'll get these special animations. And again, for the huge animation, it's $100, like $100 super chat, or like I said, $100 tip. Okay, so likely we won't see that animation very much. We'll have to see. But it's all specially made just for today. So as contributions come in over the course of the day, we're going to see this special stuff. Let's do shout outs. Let's just get started. So first of all, K Nubs became a member earlier. Thank you, K Nubs, for that. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Our first membership of the day.
You know he was going to push that shit hard. And at that, when someone did pay for it, which told you was a fake tip, he continued to beg, asking more people to show the same animation. What's the point? Everyone already saw that shitty-ass animation. And at that, it wasn't even a good animation. It was so fucking craptastic. And the thing, too, that bothers me is I don't give a shit that he really charges for the animations. But why does he have to be so fucking greedy about it? Like, why does he have to charge $100 for essentially an NFT? And I'll never forget the day, man, when he was shitting all over Troy Baker, the voice actor, because Troy Baker decided he wanted to start up this whole NFT thing where they were selling digital goods for money, licenses and stuff like that. And he spent nearly 45 minutes shitting all over Troy Baker, calling him a fucking greedy scumbag for selling NFTs and all this bullshit. And here he is right here on every fucking stream, not just this stream, trying to sell NFTs. And that's what he's doing here. I don't give a fuck if someone's not. He's selling NFTs. That's what he's doing here. And asking for big ass money for it. Asman said, yo, Duty, why do you like wings and shit on DSP? I don't like wings. I don't think I've ever said no, okay. So here, I'm gonna put it down because I think there's a misconception out there that I like wings. I do not like Wings. I think Wings is a shitty ass person. I think Wings is a terrible person. I think Wings abused his wife and slammed her on the floor and slapped her arm and mentally abuses her. I've said that over and over again. The shit he said about kids and the age of consent 12 and all the other shit he's done, he should be raked over the coals. And you know what? The last 12 years or 15 years of shit that he's gotten from people, he's deserved every fucking bit of criticism. My issue is that when DSP shits on Wings or tries to give him life advice, I don't agree with that because DSP is just, you know what I mean? It goes back to the whole right message, wrong messenger. DSP should not be criticizing anyone. He should shut the fuck up, not talk about anyone because he lives a shit life himself. Okay? That's my only criticism. Now, people take that as me defending Wings. I'm not defending Wings. What I'm saying is DSP needs to shut the fuck up and mind his own business and worry about his locale life, all right? He has enough problems worrying about himself. He doesn't need to be a life coach for Wings of Redemption. He doesn't. He really doesn't have to be one. So that's it. And I think people take that as me liking Wings. No. And the other thing, too, is Wings bans me off his chat all the time. He bans me off his chat all the time. I've realized that if I play nice in his chat, right? If I play nice, he'll let me stay there and he won't ban me. And then I can, talk to people. I can ask different questions. I can make content, which I do. I've noticed that Wings doesn't bite that much into my questions, but if he's streaming with one of his friends like Spaceman or whatever, they take the bait and they cause Wings to get triggered. Okay, so that's my method of my madness. I really don't hope that people think that I'm cool with Wings. I'm not cool with Wings. I'm not. He's a fucking low-cal. He deserves all the shit he gets. And all his detractors, knock yourself out, brother. That's all. So I just want to put that out there because I think people have this delusion that me and Wings are cool. We're not, okay? I pretty much use Wings to shit on DSP. That's the extent of it. No. What did he say now? I told you guys yesterday that he was watching my live stream from when I did the Arc Raiders, when I was testing my stream. And of course, he was talking shit. And then, of course, I said something in his chat. And I said, I'm sure your 34 viewers enjoy this content. And we found out that he muted me or banned me on his channel. So even though I was talking to him and engaging with him in his chat, the little punk bitch has me muted. So, no, I haven't watched or engaged that little bitch. I'm not too worried about what he's saying. Again, you know, he needs to get some more viewers, all right? Get some more viewers, then maybe he can talk to me. But you streaming to 34 people, and half of them probably dislike you anyway. I'm not sweating too much what they had to say. So, it's all good.
Thank you, K-Nubs. Then we had Timmy Jones with the $2 super chat. That's our first super chat of the day.
Yeah, he muted me. He muted me where he can't see my conversations. Because I was watching a stream from yesterday where he was talking shit about my playthrough. I was in there. Who is Mia here? I think X Mia might be here. She was in there. And I was chatting with him. I was talking to him and I was making fun of him. And he didn't know that I was there. He kept asking people, what was I saying? I mean, even PWR is not even banned in my chat. PWR can come here and chat if he wants. You know, because of course I let everyone come in and chat and hang out. You know what I mean? He's just upset because I refuse to do content with him. That's what it is. Let's be brass tacks here, okay? You know, he had a little success where he was streaming to 300 to 400 people when he decided to shit on DSP, right? All those people left, okay? Because PWR just became what I like to call a window licker. He was Jay Hayes. He was all these people that come in. They lick the glass to see the monkey, right? They shit on DSP, and eventually they just move on, or people move on. That's what happened with PWR. And accepting his fate of, okay, you were the flavor for 3 weeks, he decided that, no, that money was too good for him, so he decided to lose his mind, start doing drugs, and become a lunatic, and get off his mental pill, you know, his medication, okay? That's what he decided to do. And then he started trying to collab with content creators like me and so on. Dude, the guy used to DM me nonstop on Twitter begging me to do content with him. No, I don't do content with druggies. I don't do content with mentally challenged people. I just don't. Stay over there on your side of the internet and keep streaming to your 32 people and we'll be kosher. We'll be good. No, I'm not going to bother parts, but I appreciate you letting me know.
Then we had the first gifted sub of the day was Anonymous. So thank you for the anonymous gifted sub, whoever that was.
Yes, I'm a DSP detractor, young. That's what I do. I do DSP content. I know what I am. I'm a clown who trolls on a locale. I do streams because I like to just chat with people and hang out and be a clown. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think I'm great. I don't think I speak well. I don't think I'm coherent at times. I know what I am, and I'm okay with that. I don't need people to appreciate me or like me or you know, rub my taint and tell me I'm amazing. I'm all good. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good.
And then
I'm good,
we also
Bentor. How you
had
doing?
perhaps a tip here. Oh, this is just the idiot troll from yesterday, so just delete their moron. Okay. All right.
All right.
Over the course of the day, we're going to be seeing all these special animations.
And again, I got no beef against PWR. He could do his thing. You notice I don't make content about him. I don't mock him. Even when he was losing his mind and doing drugs and got kicked off a kick and all that, you didn't see me do one video about the guy. At that, I remember when he first popped off, I remember telling him, hey, Just be careful. You know, I gave him some advice, and he could tell you that. I gave him advice about trusting certain people. I said, just be careful. Continue doing your thing. Congratulations. It looked like you popped off pretty good. I even congratulated him when he got on Taquino Casino, and they were talking about him. I was like, yeah, that could be a good opportunity for you. Take advantage of it. You know, and then I guess, you know, I think he lost me really when he started doing this nonsense about the final solution with the tractors. Fucking sounding like Hitler? Now fuck off, man. Get the fuck out of here.
So, by the way, if we get a $100 contribution, I'll take a shot along with the special animation for $100. Okay. I don't know if we'll actually see it today. I absolutely want to show you the animation because obviously it was specially designed just for today. Let's see if we can get a big contribution in to support the stream, and then you'll get to see it. Soul at 2 a.m. Thanks for $5. He says the instant is the only time Phil stream had perfect hand-eye coordination. Oh, well, Soul at 2 a.m. You're probably right. That. Thank you for $5. I appreciate that very much. Again, that was $5, so that's not one of the special ones. That's just the standard animation.
All right,
for all the tiers, the 5, 10, 20,
chat.
50, etc., they're all going to be the retro animations. But again, the randomized ones are for gifted subs or for...
I'm playing Arc Raiders. I'm playing Ghost of not Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of... what's the second one called? I'm playing that, and I was playing Call of Duty, but I got bored of that pretty quickly. And when did he do coke? Yeah, he just... I believe that's what got him banned on Kick. He ended up getting banned for a while on Kick because he was snoring coke on stream. And he got naked, I think. I think that was the whatchamacallit. So, what have I just stumbled into? You stumbled into Duty Streams, the #1 detractor of DSP. That's right. That's what you stumbled on. We're going through the stream of DSP and talking about the time he jerked off.
Super chats smaller than $5. Okay.
Yeah, I played it a little bit. It's pretty good. It's all right. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yes, his stream is still up. I think he's still playing it. Oh no, the stream where he got I think he got completely. He got that all came off of YouTube. That's all gone. I think he ended up getting. I think YouTube gave him a ban for a bit, and then Kick banned him, and I think that's what ended up happening. And I think he ended up getting his channels back. I think he got back on Kick, and then I think the YouTube thing. I think that was more of a channel strike. I don't really remember fully what happened there, but I know the idiot decided to lose his mind and almost lost his channel. So, what's up, John? How you doing, brother? I hope everything is well. All right, so that was the first video. Low effort, like, you know, DSP. And by the way, shout out to Chat GPT. I'm really getting my money's worth, man. I've been popping out the Chat GPT AI thumbnails. I'm getting my money's worth. They've been pretty funny. They've been all right, not too bad. Let's see. Here. This is the next rant, of course. This is when DSP realized that no one bought his bullshit. No one bought his retcon. No one bought the fact that he tried to blame Panda Lee for the happening. He also got called out by someone saying that you told RTU that your wife cries every time someone talks about him jerking off. And here he is spending a whole day talking about the moment he jerked off. This is great. This is some good shit. So let's watch this.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money.
Yeah, I know, Sea Monkey. The Mrs. Soulmate and the family is out tonight, so they'll be back like around 9 o'clock or whatever. So they're enjoying themselves while I'm sitting here streaming about DSP. So, yes, I have no life. Live, everyone is a mod here, brother. You're more than likely probably came onto my stream one day or one time, and I'm out at you. I'm out everyone. It's more of a, it's more of a just a nice little thing that I do for everyone. So you really have no real power. You just, it's just, I want to give you blue colors. There you go.
Really, really do. I need that money.
And if you don't want to be a mod, just let me know. I can unmod you.
I really need that money. Really need that money. Really.
Live. I have over, what do I got? What I'm up to? I'm up to 24,000 mods. I've been live streaming for 4 years, and it's been okay. You know, I've never had to do a purge. if someone starts acting a little weird in stream or whatever, or they start doing shit, then I get rid of their mod powers. But other than that, it's been okay.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
And again, you're just a standard mod. The only thing you can do is just ban someone here, or ban someone, or delete someone's message, and at that, everyone's a mod anyway, so you really can't do shit. It's like mod on mod violence. Nothing. By the way, I do have a couple of admins in here. I have 3 admins. They usually hang out on my streams, and they can ban everybody. So if you're a mod, it doesn't matter. They have access to unmod you, ban you, and get rid of you. So, but most people don't. I think we may have banned like one person because they were spamming the N-word. But other than that, and at that, after the stream ended, I unbanned them anyway. So
Got money.
it's all good. We're nice and chill here, man.
I think every animation but the new one. I'm gonna play it again.
I don't give a shit if people say the N-word. I'd say the N-word myself. I'm an urban style individual. I got the pass. It's all good. It's just YouTube doesn't like it. If you put it in my chat, YouTube could flag my content. So I just don't want to be dealing with YouTube and the N-word. That's it. That's the only thing. If you want to say it, just like phonetically say it. You know? Say nagers or something. Neggar. That's fine.
I can't get it. I swear it's not a scam. I have new animations. All right. It better play
Simple.
one of
Have a
them
good
this
night,
time.
brother. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you hanging out, brother.
Whoa. A nice big release there. Some
Right.
pressure has been building up. All right. So now you can see that's one of many. There's like
This is the level of effort this fucking guy put in. He created 7 of these for contributions. You would have thought that maybe at least they would have been jerking off themed, you know, of him beating off or whatever, that, you know, funny. No, he didn't do that. He just fucking went to Google and typed in, I don't know, water gifs, and ended up getting a bunch of water gifs and added them to his animations. That's the level of effort this fucking guy puts into his fucking streams.
tons of them saved up for new ones for today. Okay. 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 And I got a lot to shout out. All right. I do have a lot to shout out here. So, what was I saying? Let me get through what I was saying because I got derailed there. So, every day when I turned on my stream, it used to look like this. And it used to have the PS4 dashboard playing. I already was set up to be on the PS4 dashboard, and we would jump right into gameplay on my PS4 pretty much every day. Now, I had a pre-stream where I would talk. I would actually talk on that screen. I wasn't on screen. Like,
Sorry, I was on mute. God, and I had a great soliloquy. Fuck. Plant. I was addressing Plant. My bad. Plant. I'm a DSP detractor. I watch DSP content. We make fun of him. It's a good time here. We hang out. We have a very nice collective, not community, collective, right? And it's fun time. Just hit refresh. Am I spamming? Am I doing something? Am I good? Is the internet acting up? Let me know if my internet is acting up. No, my internet's good. Okay, not a problem. But thank you. Oh my lord, thank you, Paul, for the 10 Jew. Big ups, brother.
Hello, Jew.
Big ups. Like I was saying, we are a DSP detractor community here, and every May 1st we gather together and we celebrate an event that happened on May 1st, 2016, where DSP jerked off to the internet, or jerked off on the internet on camera. And every year we get together and we make fun of it. We have a lot of fun, and it's a good time. Today is the 10-year anniversary, and every year DSP decides that he wants to ignore it. He wants to ban everyone. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's come up with lies about how this hurt his wife, and his wife cries every time someone talks about him jerking off. But this year, for some odd reason, he decided this was the time where he would try to milk this event. And that's what he did today. And of course, he retconned shit. He made shit up. He lied. And nobody was buying it. And since no one was buying it, he crashes out. That's what he does. So today we got a crash out. We got 2 crash outs today. This segment right here is a 20-minute segment of him just crashing out. So let's get into it.
I am now. I didn't have a scene set up like this. I didn't have a scene set up like this. I didn't have things that I could alternate between. It was all just on one screen. Incredibly primitive, low quality. You know, my camera looked like peach fuzz, like I was on a potato. You know what I mean?
Effort,
it was bad
like you
quality
always
stuff,
do.
to be
Yeah,
honest,
we got you.
I know that I wasn't top of the line. I was barely getting by. You know, my capture device was primitive and only like, I think it was only 720p at that time and stuff like that. So, since everything was all on one screen, that's why there was potential for there to be an error. Like today, nothing would ever show up on screen accidentally because it's all set up on different screens and stuff. Like when I'm on this screen, okay?
Phil, no, that's a lie. You know why? Because I think last year you had a little incident. He thinks, I don't know, that's bad juju or something like that. So, no, I'm not muted. Please stop.
You can't see anything. It's just all that's on there is the slideshow. The camera's not even on that screen. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I didn't plan ahead. I didn't have a good setup. So everything was on that one screen. And what ended up happening, if you remember, was there was a day when I turned on that dashboard.
If YouTube's acting up, let me know or hit refresh. I'm good. I'm looking at my stream. Everything's good, brother. Let me know. If it starts acting up again, we will get rid of Kick. I'm sorry, Kick, but if we have to, we'll get rid of Kick.
Had the PS4 dashboard going.
No,
okay.
Flag me. I'm
and
good.
I happen to be doing something right here. Of course, it wasn't this chair. It wasn't this camera. It wasn't this desk. All this equipment is different. The only thing that's the same is the room. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's YouTube. It's not me.
Doing something on camera that I didn't realize the camera was on. Now, I want to clarify because people have talked about this for years and years and years, and so much lore has built up around it, and so much, quite frankly, misinformation that I want to clarify the situation. First of all, I was only streaming on YouTube. This was not when I was on Twitch. I was only exclusively streaming on YouTube at the time. Okay, and
again, has anyone arguing that? I don't think anyone ever said that you were streaming on multiple platforms. Everyone knows that you were streaming on YouTube at the time. This isn't anything different. Okay, but again, he wants to argue pointless bullshit because he wants to take away from what truly happened. So if he can argue that, no, you guys said I was streaming on Twitch and YouTube, but that was a lie, then everything else must be a lie. This is what he likes to do. He likes to argue the stupid, pointless shit that makes no sense. It doesn't matter whether you're streaming on YouTube, whether you were streaming on Twitch or Kick or Rumble or all four at the same time. The point was that you were streaming live on a platform and your camera was on. That's what matters. Nothing else.
Some people have said, oh, top 10 stream fails on Twitch and this and that, and it's all bullshit. Like, people were making videos and stuff about it, and it was all misinformation and wrong. They got it all wrong, okay? It wasn't broadcast to a wide audience whatsoever. It was the pre-stream. With the pre-stream, I used to turn on the stream and have it running for like a half an hour, just running that, okay? And essentially, what would happen is, eventually I would talk over that screen for like a half an hour, and then we would jump into gameplay. So not a lot of people were on my pre-stream. I mean, no exaggeration, it was probably like 20, 30 people.
Okay, so you're admitting that no one watches your content? Okay, cool flex.
That were on the stream at that point, because I hadn't started talking yet or anything, so no one knew that I was there and that they should pay attention. It was just people basically kind of sitting in a waiting line, waiting to come into the auditorium to see the show. Does that make sense? So the misinformation that, oh, DSP, he broadcast the fappening in front of thousands of small children is all fake. It was like 20, 30 people who were actually there.
By the way, did you notice what he just said? What did he call the event now? What did he call the event? He called it what? The fappening? Who invented that? Who
restream everything that I do. They weren't doing that back then, but they would record and archive all of my content just in case something happened that they saw was a moment that they wanted to edit and try to get views off of. So in this case, there was someone who actually recorded it, and that's how it got archived. Okay? So what ended up happening was,
shout out to that
my
detractor.
camera turned on. And by the way, is my microphone working right here? It is, right? You can hear me? Okay. So basically, this is what happened. My camera was up here in the corner, and it was on accidentally. I had forgotten to turn the camera off the night before on the previous stream. I didn't think about that or know that. I didn't even check the stream. Okay, I just turned it on, and then I went about my business with the camera on in the corner like this. Okay, so here's the thing. There was, oh, by the way, did I mute the sound? Maybe I didn't. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's not playing the PS4 theme, right? No, I turned that off. Okay. So, FYI, okay, there was no sound whatsoever. So there was no actual sound effects. There was no music. There was nothing. It was just the PS4 dashboard theme was playing. So actually...
again, Phil, who gives a shit?
It was like this.
Who cares? This is where you get into trouble, Phil. This is where you get into trouble. You start explaining everything in the most detailed, bullshit that no one cares about, right?
Money, 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 money,
And the problem with that is, Phil, is that you apparently don't have a good memory. You forget your lies. And when you lie multiple times, the problem with lying is you have to remember every iteration of the story you've told. And when you start rambling like this, it exposes you to lies. It exposes you to say, well, wait a minute. No. Wait, let's step back here. You just said a minute ago, or you said last week this, right? But he doesn't get it, man. He just doesn't get it. All right, for Rick, thank you, brother, for the 2, brother. Thank you. Let me see here. Wait, why is this acting up?
Money, subs.
Rick with the donation. Thank you very much. I think my thing's frozen up a little bit. Hold on a second. All right. So first of all, Rick, thank you, brother, for the 2, brother. I do appreciate it. Happy May 1st. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And then, oh my Lord, Renton, DoorDash driver with gifted subs. Thank you, brother. The 10. That's right. Thank you, man. You've been very generous today. That's right, brother. Brother's been holding on the chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the love and support. No, make sure to thank Renton, DoorDash driver, for the sub. Thank you. If you got the membership, make sure to thank him. Big ups, brother. I appreciate that. You've been really, everybody's been great, and I thank you guys.
This is actually what it was like, okay? Now, obviously, my camera didn't look this good. I didn't have a background removal tool or whatever. So the camera was on accidentally just like this. And normally, people would just be waiting and there'd be no camera. It'd just be like 30, 40 minutes of just PS4 dashboard. Then I would talk.
Okay, this is him rambling and no one gives a shit. All right, I'm going to move it forward.
That's the game from Bandai Namco, I believe. Or is it Tecmo? I forget who made it. But it's the Souls-like game, okay? So I was playing this demo of the game that day. And I want you to think about this. I go from this incredibly embarrassing moment. I completely play it off like the Neo demo. I look and I saw the chat, and the chat was react exposure. Right, there was no sound effects with it. There was an accident, inadvertently streaming it in front of like 30.
Here it is. Okay, here it is. Sorry.
So literally, this is what my old streams used to look like 10 years ago. Okay, but I accidentally had the camera on, and so what people saw was me having a little happy accident, inadvertently streaming it in front of like 30 people on YouTube. There was no sound. You didn't see what I was looking at. All you saw was what you're seeing right now, like waist up. And by the way, the camera was awful. There was no lights on in the room.
Again, Phil, what does it matter whether it was one person or 30 people watching your video or watching your stream? It got out. Someone recorded it and posted it, and within literally like an hour, it made the entire internet. So it went from 1 to 30 people watching this to thousands to millions of people. I mean, you have people that have no clue what the internet, what locales are, but they see him or they see the fappening and they know exactly what happened, or they have some general information or knowledge of it. Phil, okay? All right. I mean, you could probably find grandmoms that are in their 70s and they know who DSP is, or they have an inkling of it. And if you bring them up, they'll at least say at a minimum, is that the guy that jerked off on stream? Minimum.
So it was very dark, very blurry, very awful. Okay, but all you ever saw was this and my O face, essentially. That's it. Nothing else. So anything else you've heard is a complete lie. All right, there was no accidental exposure. There was no sound effects with it. You didn't hear anything. Nothing. It was just silence and this really bad quality camera. All right, that's it.
So again, he's trying to downplay it. People have edited the video. They've zoomed in. They've run it through filters. You can clearly see half of your body. You can see your hand. You can see you were going at it with 2 hands because you couldn't get it up. You know, don't act like this was just an O face and it was literally 2 minutes. And the thing, too, is he likes to make it seem like, and I think a lot of people think that this was a 2-minute video. No, the most common one that people see is the 2 minutes because that's the funny part. The actual video is 15 minutes long of him jacking it and then stopping and then coming back and then, going to page 5 and pulling up some tranny porn or whatever because he couldn't get off. And then he went back at it. And then finally, after 15 minutes, he did the deed. It took 15 minutes for him to jerk off.
That's the truth of the matter. It lasted, what, a minute, 2 minutes? No. And then when I realized what was going on.
No. It lasted 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Again, Phil, you're trying to downplay this event. And if you said you're going to come on here and you're going to answer the questions and you're going to settle this issue and you're going to take questions and be honest and open, then you need to be honest and open, okay, Phil? It didn't take you 2 minutes to whack it. It took you 15 minutes.
I turned and I looked and I saw the chat, and the chat was reacting and saying, what the hell was he doing? And then I looked at, and my rush was this, the camera was on the whole time, huh? And then basically I just went forward and pretended like none of it happened. all right, for the rest of my stream. What was I
Big
streaming
old
that
Paul
day?
for the
Neo
550
demo. So
June.
Neo 1, N-I-O-H.
Hello, June. Thank you, brother.
Namco, I believe. Or is it Tecmo? I forget who made it. But it's the Souls-like game, okay? So I was playing this
Hey,
demo of the
Dreamer,
game
how you doing, brother?
that day. And I want you to think about this. I go from this incredibly
PWR,
embarrassing
watch
moment.
this for 0
I
minutes.
completely play it off like it never happened. I ignore anyone talking about it in the chat and end up having people banned for talking about it.
Yes.
And I'm playing this insanely crippled.
And you're still banning people. And by the way, during this stream, he banned multiple people because they were bringing up factual statements that DSP of the fappening, people questioning him. The one person that gave him a super chat that brought up the fact that he lied about RTU and he said that cat cries and all this shit, the lie he came up with. He banned the guy. Even after giving him $5, he banned him.
Difficult game, pretending like nothing happened. And I'm actually doing well. Like I'm actually going through, I'm dying a lot, but I'm making progress in it and everything, right? That's pretty crazy to think that I just went right forward with it and just pretended like it never happened for that one stream. Okay. Now, obviously, we all knew that.
No. Again, he's retconning it because he wants everyone to believe that from the very beginning, he owned the meme. He owned the meme. He laughed with us. And that's not true, bro. Because if you would have laughed with us, you wouldn't have had the multiple crash outs. You wouldn't have we wouldn't have gotten this video. And I'm so happy. I really am. I'm really happy that I put this video out there. Now, I know a lot of people shit on me sometimes because they say I overclip or I post too much shit or, a lot of it is unnecessary. I guess I could agree a little bit like that. There are some clickbait shit and there's stuff that can be like, all right, that was unnecessary, but I do it for a reason. This is why I do it. Because whenever DSP lies or tries to retcon shit, we have these videos.
All right.
We have these videos. Hold on a second. Let me find the one specifically.
Reality Virtual is a complete moron. He says he has no idea what he's talking about. It's random shit out of his ass. The game outsold Street Fighter 6, but it's a huge flop,
Hold on a second.
Yes.
Let me find it. Let me find it here. Hold on. Let me get it. Where is it? Is this it? Nope. Wait. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Hold on. I have it here in another playlist. The one I created today. Here it is. I found it. Here it is.
He thinks it does.
Okay. So I know a lot of people sometimes say, why do I, whatever. This is the reason why. Okay. All right. If Phil, if what you claim is true, that you own the meme and from the very beginning, right? This is a video from 2023 after Review Tech USA planned on doing his May 1st Burst Marathon, right? This was the first official May 1st Burst Marathon. This is what we got from Phil.
Either
he thinks
subscribe,
it does,
donate, or get
but that's not how life works at all. Okay, I told him as much, and I even said in my email response to him, I had a private conversation with you about how constantly referencing my embarrassing moment in 2016 hurts myself, my business, and my family. My wife personally gets hurt whenever she sees people on the internet mentioning that moment, and you do it literally every time you bring me up. You show the picture and you bring it up like it's a joke. It's not a joke. It's not funny anymore.
What? Wait a minute. It's not funny anymore. Really? I thought you owned the meme. I thought that you were laughing with everyone. I thought that you were ahead of the... And he's going to tell us how he, changed his avatar on Twitter and he was owning the meme. Okay, Phil.
I wasn't going to fly.
You were owning the meme while it was still hurting your wife. Is that what you're saying? You were owning the meme, yet it was hurting your wife. Okay.
How are you going to pretend like that didn't happen? Because like I said, sadly, my detractors went ahead and clipped it and uploaded it a million places. It became a meme. It was going viral within a few hours of it happening. It was going viral all over the internet. So the question was, how was I going to handle it, right? So, hold on one second.
Yeah,
get back to this.
Tell us how you handled it.
So, knowing that it was going to be all over the internet, all right, there was a couple ways that I could handle it. Number one, I could just continue to play it off like it never happened.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, for the gifted sub, man. I appreciate that. You get hello, Jew. You get hello, Jew. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the sub, brother.
Moment in time that just, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, obviously, that was going to take an insane amount of ridiculous ignoring and effort. You knew that everyone was always going to pester me about it forever.
Yeah, but
right?
he does.
So I had a feeling that probably wasn't going to work.
He does.
Just seeing that very first stream where basically I was trying to like
he thinks,
moderate.
You know what it is? I think what it is that DSP streams for like whatever. What did he stream about 10 hours a day? He said so much bullshit and puts out so many videos that he really thinks it's difficult for anyone to keep up with all the shit that he says and all the shenanigans that he says. And I know some people may shit on Clippers, but I think this is what's good about Clippers is because they highlight these moments and they can easily do a YouTube search or, you know, and find these little segments where he just fucking lies like a douchebag.
And make it so that, you know, no one talks about it. It was impossible. Like, we were going to make the rest of my life a living hell. Okay. Option number 2, I could just completely quit streaming. Just give up.
Yeah,
Say,
that's
forget
what
it.
you
It's
should
not
have
worth
done,
it.
brother.
It's going to be so much embarrassment and so many people making fun of me forever that I quit
Yeah.
and I'll just go get a 9-to-5 job.
Like a normal
the problem was that
person.
really wasn't an option for me. At that point, I had just moved across the country from Connecticut on the east coast of the United States to Washington State on the Pacific Northwestern part of the United States. The move cost me an insane amount of money that put me into debt. All right. There was no way I was going to quit YouTube as a full-time YouTuber and go get a 9-to-5 job that was going to pay as much as I was making. I was going to end up basically losing everything if I quit YouTube.
Okay, I want to stop that there because the other day and in the past, he's actually said that the reason why he chose to move to Seattle at that time was because he knew that his money was getting drained. He wasn't making as much money as he was. He knew that the gravy train of YouTube was done, so he wanted to move to Seattle now while he can kind of technically still afford it. He's literally said that. So while knowing that his YouTube career was tanking, people hated him, people weren't supporting him, he owed all this money, he still decided to uproot himself and his child girlfriend and move them to Seattle. Leave his family, leave whatever friends or whatever that he may have had in Connecticut to move to Renton, Seattle, to a place where he knew no one, he had no family, he knew nothing. To be honest, I think one of the main reasons was I think he wanted to get away from his mom and his dad. He wanted to get away from his mom and his dad. He wanted to get away from anyone that may have held him accountable for any reason. And I think he wanted to also isolate Panda Lee from her family. I think he wanted to isolate Panda Lee from her family and said, all right, well, if I become the ogre and I take the princess and hide her in a castle, you know, she'll never leave me. I think that's what he tried doing. Honestly, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. That was the main reason why he decided to just uproot everything and go to fucking Renton, Washington. Because I can understand if he had like family there and he decided, or a job was taking him there. No, he just decided that I want to move to Washington State for some reason. Because didn't he say his aunt lived there for a while? Like he had a family member, somebody that lived there for a little bit, and they said how great it was, but yet they don't live there. Oh, and the other thing too is taxes. He thought that there was no state income tax.
So I was like, dude, I have to make
which we all know turned out well for him.
This work somehow. What the hell am I going to do? Okay, so I ended up doing option 3, which is
tonight.
basically
Oh my God.
owning up to it.
I'm gonna have a long night tonight because I got to clip DSP's marathon, and then I got to clip Kino Casino. I'm gonna be pumping out like 20 videos, so you guys are gonna have a lot of videos for tonight and Saturday if you watch my videos or whatever. If not, then no biggie.
Memeing about it.
What's up?
laughing
It's
about
me,
it,
him. I ain't
and
doing my
basically
brother.
making fun of myself for quite some time, which is exactly what I
It's
did.
on, yes.
I actually.
That's what he said. When people ask him why'd you pick Renton, Washington, he said because one of his aunts lived there for a little while and she said that it was nice. That's the reason why he did that. Mark, sure thing, brother. Hold on. There you go. Ask and you shall receive, brother.
Actually changed my Twitter avatar, because it was still Twitter back then, to the meme
The
of Prince
veggie burger?
Adam from Masters of the Universe with a rainbow.
Oh, he's eating. Did the cat make the burger? The cat make the burger? Did the cat make the Jelly-O microwavable turkey burger? You're welcome, Mark.
Background, and he's doing.
And Mark, if I remod you, my apologies. It's just whenever I see someone not modded, I typically mod them. So if I remod you, my apologies. I'll try not to.
Face, like that. I kept joking about it. I tweeted. I remember I tweeted
I appreciate
like
that.
Keemstar and Drama Alert about it in a joking way.
DoorDash style
They brought it
burger.
up. So there was a whole bunch of people talking about it. And I just kept laughing about it.
Renton, is Renton still in the chat? Hold on a second. I'm gonna see. Hold on a second, because Renton told me. Hold on. Renton, are you in the chat, brother? Because Renton told me he was working today. Renton, are you there, brother? Were you working? Let me see. Oh yeah, Renton was working. All right, did you get the order? Did you do the delivery? Come on, brother. He would have told us if that was the case. I'm assuming probably not. I'm assuming he probably did. Just let us know, Renton. I'm curious because if he ordered out. Okay, no, he said he did not catch. Okay, he didn't catch in his queue. Okay, oh man, maybe you'll get the frozen ice cream tonight. Just keep an eye out, brother.
About it and making fun of it. And momentarily, some people were covering it as this is really bad.
Paul, okay, so Cat made the veggie burgers. Okay. No, that's why you didn't get it, brother. Okay, no problem. That's all right. You know what probably happened? He probably watched the stream and saw that you were working. That you were working, so he didn't want a chance to DoorDash. There you go.
Phil, but because of the way that I handled it, because I laughed along with it, because I memed about it, it ended up not being so bad. Now, yes, here's the thing.
Jeez, that's
all right.
That's ridiculous.
That by far was the biggest mistake I ever made. Okay, and to this day, 10 years later, through all the trials and tribulations I've been through, the ups and downs, and all the mistakes, I've been through a bankruptcy. I spent money on mobile games. I begged. Okay, all the horrible things that people talk about that I've done on the internet.
Wait, Phil. Let's. Okay, you're trying to own everything and you're trying to be truthful. You didn't begged, not past tense. You did it past tense, current state, and future state.
That moment.
So you beg. Yeah, you still beg.
Man, the fappening 10 years ago.
The fappening.
I love that. The most embarrassing moment that I've ever gone through. And to be honest with you, I think it will likely be the most embarrassing moment that I've ever had in my life. And I just kind of approached it like that, saying, listen, I already went through the worst, most embarrassing thing ever. I survived it. I came out the other end of it. I mean, here I am a decade later, right? I'm happily married. I am a successful, full-time live streamer, partnered both on YouTube and on Kick. I make bank streaming on both sites every single day. I love what I do because I get to game for a living and have a great time with an awesome interactive audience. Okay?
He's an e-bagger.
I've dramatically improved my life situation in the last several years. Number one, as you can see, my setup and everything has dramatically improved for the better. I'm able to play any game I want on a high-end gaming PC with all this equipment around me.
Losing his condo and still paying back. He's still paying back HOA fees that he never paid.
That looks amazing. That plays amazing. Everything has just been dramatically improved for me. Okay? But in addition to that, my personal life has gotten so much better. Like I said, I have a really good relationship off stream with my wife. I'm healthy. I've lost so much weight. I'm exercising. At 44 years old, I have a better physique now than I had since my early 20s. Okay? So everything for the last several years has been going so good for me.
Of course he's
I look back
married.
now at that moment 10 years ago, and I'm like, man, that was just certainly one of the most, if not the most embarrassing thing that will ever happen to me in my life. But my God, have I improved since then. Everything is just so much better. Everything is, people actually coming by and enjoying my content. I was the laughing stock for a while, but things have definitely flipped for me in a positive way. And the truth is, you're never going to please everyone, right? Like they say, you can please some of the people all of the time, all the people some of the time, but you just can't please everyone all the time. I know that I'm always going to have critics. I'm always going to have detractors. And I'm always going to have people who say awful things about me.
Okay, what does this have to do about you being honest and open about the fappening? That's what this segment was supposed to be about. This segment was supposed to be about you talking about it, bringing it up, answering questions. What are you doing? You're just screaming. You're screaming into the ether and talking about how detractors ruin your life. That's what this spiraled into. It spiraled into detractors. My detractors are bad. They ruined my life. I'm shocked he still hasn't blamed detractors for jerking off. I'm still waiting for that day where he runs out of excuses and starts blaming his detractors for jerking off.
It's just an inevitable thing. When you're a public figure, when you're someone who has a face to the internet, and that's how you make your living, you're always going to have that. And there's nothing you can do about it. But as long as you're happy with yourself, you're healthy, and you're having a good time, who cares what everyone else says? Right? To this day, people still come by and bring up the fappening from 10 years ago, to which I'm like, yeah, it happened. Big deal. I don't care because I'm here 10 years later, a survivor. I'm way out of that toxic part of my life, and things are so much better.
Yes, he's a survivor. That's right. Yes. You know what? If your grandparents survived Auschwitz, you're nothing, brother. You're nothing. You're not DSP, okay? You're not a survivor. DSP is Trucifier. He's fucking insane, man. Lloyd, brother, thank you for being a new member, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother, for being a 1 Minute Man investor. I appreciate that. And don't forget, if you are a new member, I'm gonna post the giveaway thread later. I still haven't done it. My apologies, but every month I do a giveaway for members. $25 gift card or cash, whatever you want. All you have to do is just find the member thread, put a comment, and you'll be entered into the random giveaway.
Okay? That's my attitude. Now, what I'd like to do is some shout outs. And then what we'll do is we will actually go ahead and talk further about all of it because people are asking questions. People want specifics. I'm down for that. Let's talk.
Okay. All right. That was supposed to be what the stream was about. It was supposed to be about him setting the record straight, answering questions. Does he do that? No. We get more cop-outs, more copes, more blaming detractors, and more banning people.
Talk about it today and get it out of the way. There is so much misinformation. For example, this guy says, you did not handle it that way. You asked Machinima to DMCA all the clips.
True.
Completely and utterly false.
True. That's true. That is true. He talks about this, when we're going to deep dive into that Machinima thing that he did, the Machinima thing. I went back to look at it. He did not show any email where Machinima said, hey, do you want us to ban these people or get these videos removed, right? And you did not show an email, with your response saying, yeah, don't leave them alone, don't bother with them. I don't want you to interact with them. Just leave them be. You did not show that email, okay? And people were waiting for you to show that email, and you didn't show that email because that would have showed right there that what you're saying was you were being truthful when you said that you had no part in the platforming, taking down channels, taking down videos. You claim it was Machinima. This was all Machinima's fault. They went rogue. They decided to go rogue and not tell you, which is bullshit.
That is literal. What is he doing?
Money, subs.
It's a
well, that's
me,
a hell of a
him,
super
brother.
sticker. How'd you find
brother,
that
for the
one?
Momentum.
money, subs.
It's me. Did you drop me some sub? It's me, him.
That's complete misinformation. That never actually happened. Oh, by the way, it looks like my chat is frozen.
Yes. Mr.
My YouTube chat.
Quasar
Let me try to.
Hopper.
Oh yeah, my YouTube chat did freeze.
Mr. Quasar Hopper, brother. Thank you, brother, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you.
Subs.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yes. Oh, by the way, too, I will be doing a sub giveaway for the Kick members. So if you are a sub for Kick, I know it's not that many people, but I will hook you guys up with a gift card as well, or $25. I'll do that as well since you guys are subs over at Kick. So there you go. I'll post those right after this stream.
I just reloaded it. So no. Well, here's what happened. I'll clear that up because I want to do all these shout outs. All right. Oh. Oh. Now we're starting to get some animations. All right. Okay. So that is actually one of the big misconceptions that we had back then is that people were like, oh, people were posting up the moment, the fappening.
Again, thank you, Mr. Quasar. I appreciate you
on YouTube.
You
that
support,
had nothing
brother.
to do with me. What ended up happening was back then, if you don't know, I was partnered with Machinima. They were my partner network on YouTube. That's how I was able to monetize my content through YouTube. Okay. They, without even speaking to me,
support,
went out of their way to start doing stuff like that without my permission.
That is a lie.
Now, I think
that is a lie. They're not going to start channel striking and taking down videos without you noticing. The other thing too, Phil, is my understanding was correct was that since they were your partner manager, they had access to whatever it was. I think I'm not sure if it was called YouTube. I don't think it was called YouTube Studio. It was called something else. But it was very similar to YouTube Studios. It was very similar to YouTube Studios. And you would have seen exactly all the actions that Machinima would have taken. So if they would have filed the claim or doing a takedown or whatever, you would have seen that information. At the very least, you would have gotten an email from YouTube saying you have requested for us to remove this video or file a copy claim or whatever. That's what would have happened, and you would have had notice, okay? It wasn't until detractors and people came on your stream and started screaming and yelling at you and saying, why are you flagging my content? Why are you doing this? Where you just came out of nowhere and said, no, I didn't do that. I have no clue what was going on. After you got caught doing it is when you try to pedal back and say you didn't have nothing. First of all, you said you didn't do it. Then it came out that, well, it wasn't me, it was Machinima. And then it came out with, well, it was Machinima, but I told him not to do it. You notice how his story changed over and over? Every time he retells the story, he changes the fucking information on the fucking story. And again, this is why you can't trust him. He's not a trustworthy narrator. So whatever he says, you're gonna assume that he's full of shit and what he's saying is not true. By the way, It's a Me Him dropped 5-member bomb. Thank you, brother. And if you did get a membership, please make sure, brother. Yeah, it's called Studios Classic. Yeah. You're right. Yes. Exactly. So every time someone would do a claim or whatever, you would see it. You would know. At the very least, you would get a fucking email. The email would actually say, this is what YouTube is doing on your behalf. That's what they're doing. So again, him acting and playing ignorant, that he had no clue this was going on and this was Machinima's doing, is just bullshit. It's just bullshit. When he got caught being involved in this, and the internet started calling him out for being a flagger, right? I said FL, okay? When he got called out for that, that's when he peddled and said he had nothing to do with this.
It's underhanded and messed up, because who's going to get the flack for that? Me. I'm the one who's actually going to take the negative
There you
attention.
go.
They're a big corporation. They don't care. But I'm the one who gets yelled at, right?
I'm the
So
one.
what happened was they contacted me, and I've shown the emails before. I did a special over on my
You did
DSP
not
Reaction
show
channel a
the
couple of years
emails.
ago, where I
You
went
did
through my
not.
history with Machinima and how they definitely mishandled things with me. And that was one of the times when they decided, oh, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and because you're our partner, we want to hide this. So they actually started taking down people who were reposting the clip. I never said to do that. I want you to think about this.
Shout out for the moral support,
If I had
brother.
absolutely admitted publicly that all this happened, if I was joking about it, if I changed my Twitter avatar to be Prince Adam with his O face and all of that, why on earth would I tell Machinima to DMCA claim people talking about it and take it down? I never did. They actually emailed me after the fact, like a day or two after it happened, and said, so we're just checking in to see that you're okay, and just so you know, we're starting to take down videos. I was like, whoa, what?
Whoa,
I was like,
whoa,
I didn't tell you to do
sure.
that.
Okay,
you know, like, I
Phil.
can't stop you. You're my partner network. You know, I can't stop you as a company from doing it, because technically they owned the rights to my videos, so they had the right to copyright claim people if they wanted to, because legally I had a contract where they could do that. But I didn't agree with that. So here they are hitting people, and I start getting negative responses from the internet. Why are you taking people down? I'm not doing any of that. And I even showed later, years later, my whole copyright page.
Well, first of all, Phil, the issue with you talking about that they did copy claims, that's not true. What are you talking about? That video didn't exist on YouTube because you deleted the stream. After you did your stream or whatever, you cut up your videos like you always do. You deleted that stream, so that stream didn't exist. So the only people that actually had the video, that had proof that you had the video, were detractors that clipped it and posted. So again, you're lying. No one did a copyright claim. What they did was they flagged those content creators. And what Machinima did was they reached out to YouTube and said, hey, we need this video taken down for sexual content or whatever. Report it for privacy or whatever. That's what they did. No one got a copyright claim because there was no content from DSP to claim that there's copyright. Okay, it's very similar to like the unrecorded beg segment. Phil can't hit me for copyright for the unrecorded bag segment because there's no video for it. He doesn't record it and he doesn't post it. That's why when I do clip it, I just post it raw because I know there is no content. I'm the original content creator for that. So again, he's lying. He's fucking lying. And again, this is 10 years later. You would think that he just would own it and be truthful about it, but he can't.
You know, it shows what videos you've claimed. I never claimed any of those videos. That was all Machinima doing it through their network page, not me. Okay.
No, he's a narcissist. That's why he has no shame. That's why he suffers from delusion. He really honestly thinks that he looks good with his May 1st burst. Like he really thinks that the way he weathered this, the way he reacted to this was the right way. He honestly thinks this. Becky with the sub. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate it. You know what? You get this sound right.
Hello, Drew.
Hello, Becky. He really thinks that, and that's the reason why. I don't think none of this is fake. I think the idiot just left the camera on, and like an idiot, he ended up filming himself. I really don't think that DSP is I don't think he's smart enough. And again, I always point to the fact that DSP is concerned about his legacy and his legacy, and he knows that would just terminally make him look poor. poor and bad and terrible. It's not, you know, most normal people can't bounce back from that. Their YouTube career or whatever would have been over. But of course, we got DSP here, the pig roach, and he just doesn't give a shit. He's like, whatever. If I need to be embarrassed every single day because I jerked off on stream and I have to have people highlight that and bring it up, so be it. It's better than actually getting a real job. Yeah, Filthy, that's right. The family, Soulmate, and the family are out a couple hours, so I had nothing better to do, so I figured let me pop on and we could talk about the marathon. I had an inkling he was going to crash out, and lo and behold, yeah, he crashed out multiple times.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Adrian. Here we go. Let's do some frog flexing. Hell yeah. And maybe we'll do some left arm flexing today, too. But
I won't even show the front of it. Look at how puny he is.
Some left arm flexing as well for you.
Such
There we
a
go.
puny little
So we got a whole bunch of stuff to shout out. Let's do shout outs, and then we can get more into the details of everything. Okay? Let me shout out the kicks first, because those delete and disappear. So Based Alpha Real did 500 kicks. He says, you won the hearts of millions that day, Phil. Oh yeah, millions. I know. I'm not even kidding. Millions of people saw it. 100%.
He was trying to flex.
It was going front page virally on websites and news sites and meme sites and everywhere. It was posted. It was just absolutely all over the internet. Seriously, it was out of control.
Having sex with men.
Thank you to Bilbo Swaggins.
He takes it up
for
the
500
butt.
kicks. He says LTG treats every L like a conspiracy. Since admitting to skill issues would require accountability, he could learn from DSP. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much for that, Bilbo Swaggins. Yeah, I mean, the truth is, when I fessed up to it, and I saw that the internet actually wasn't really upset. They were just laughing at me, but it wasn't like a big deal.
Wait, Phil, I thought you said you owned it from the very beginning. What were you talking about? You fessed up to this. So are you saying that you initially lied about something?
I was like, dude, I'm happy that I admitted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had tried to lie about it and hide it, that would have been so much more stressful. And quite frankly, I think it would have been career ending. At that point, I had been a creator for 8 years. I wasn't a full-time live streamer like I am today. The whole next 10 years wouldn't have been possible if I spent the 10 years trying to sweep stuff under the rug.
He's zesty.
So I'm very happy that I handled it the way that I did. It
he
was
likes
a
the company of men.
Moment, and the fact that I handled it the way that I did,
he
I
likes
think allowed
BBC.
me to continue on. If I had lied and tried to hide it, I think it would have been the end of everything. Okay? Just being honest. From Netherhead, I received a $25.66 tip. I have no idea what the significance of that amount is, but I definitely appreciate that. Let me get my tip animations out here and play you one.
Let's see those amazing animations.
But there is no message attached to it. It's just $25.66 from Netherhead. Thank you, Netherhead, for the generous tip. Thank you so much. So that's 62. Okay. We got a bunch of super chats to shout out. Let's shout all of these out. So we have... Wow, I have to go back like a half an hour. Holy shit. Okay. So Rich had done the Canadian $10 super chat asking, what was I watching? I don't know. Like, I was probably just watching a random website. That,
Page 5.
It wasn't anything, that I saved up or special. It's so weird because people ask me that question over the years.
I don't know what he made today.
Say, oh, well, you see,
when I left, he was at
$4.25
or something like that. Does anyone know how much he made so far? Maybe under 5? I don't know. I know his Mega Man isn't working out well for him. Thanks, Duty. My other channel got banned 4 days ago. I have the red Detroit icon on the photo. I don't know if you know me. Yeah, brother. I know who you are, brother. I know you are. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry that your channel got banned, but that sucks, man.
I would have all this giant elaborate stuff planned. So I would have candles that I would light throughout my office, right? And I would rub body lotion and oils on my body. And then I would get aromatherapy going. And then I would get into it with a special video set. No, didn't do that. It was just a spur of the moment thing. All right. It wasn't intentional. That everything was going to be made public. It wasn't, planned out or anything. It was just a quick one, just before my work day. So nothing special. Okay. I don't remember specifically what I watched. Jeffrey.
It's 8:30 and he's at 489. Again, everything slowed up. He got the initial burst and everything slowed up. And by the way, when did the dents, the roaches come over last time? Didn't they come over around 8 o'clock? So I guess Asmongold is too busy with other things and didn't bother to send over the roaches. So he might be at 600 or 700 today. So we'll see.
Whoa, supportive support with a gifted sub over on Kick. Thank you for that. let's actually get that on the leaderboard now so I don't forget. Because if I don't do it now, I'll probably forget. There we go. Thank you for that. So far, everyone's just gifted 1 sub, right? So that's the top one. Okay, look at that. Look at that animation. Jeffrey did a $5 super chat.
You know what? By the way, Jorge, you know what you can do? Sometimes you might get lucky if you send YouTube an email, and you just send them an apology or something, and just say, look, you've been on the platform for ever years. Is there anything you can do or whatever? You'll be shocked. I know a couple huge. I'll give you an example. Wings 007. Everybody knows Wings 007, right? Wings 007 managed to get his channel reinstated after sending an email. So I'd recommend sending an email to YouTube and see if they're willing to cut you a break, man. I mean, it's not like your channel's like 6 months old. You've been around for 13 years, brother. So they might cut you slack. I used to have a channel called Puerto Rican Pie, I think it was called, and it got banned for something. And then a few months later, I messaged YouTube and apologized and said, oh, I was in a bad space or some shit. I don't know. And then they, I was in a bad space with it, and they unbanned the channel.
He says, you're finally playing into the meme. Well done. You can't reverse it. Capitalize off of it.
11 years still.
Well, here's
11 years. That's a long time.
It's 10 years later. All right. And I'm good. I'm happy. I'm successful.
I'm happy.
He's successful. I'm having a good time with life.
Yeah,
everything's
big
good.
Wife.
So therefore, I don't care.
Obese.
We could joke about it, but the thing is, it's not the end all be all of me. It doesn't define me. Is it my most embarrassing moment? Yes. And it's also something that I moved past a very long time ago.
Matt, yes.
And I don't have a problem discussing, but at the same time, I don't want to discuss it every moment because the future is way more interesting than something that happened 10 years ago. Okay? Just being honest.
Wait. Really, Phil. The man that at every fucking moment talks about Evo and Street Fighter and his heyday and how amazing he was, wants to focus on the future? Okay, all right, whatever you say, brother. Again, this just sounds so much cope here. Oh, let's not talk about me jerking off on stream anymore, folks. Let's talk about the future.
Everything that is happening and is moving forward is way more interesting than stuff that happened over a decade ago at this point. Because now, guess what? It has been over a decade ago. All right. Cool.
Right. The man that brings up the Cannon brothers every fucking waking moment to talk about how they scammed people 15 years ago and created some shitty netcode. Yeah, but Phil wants to focus on the future.
Skyjogger did a $5 super chat. Being a new fan, I'm not aware of the situation. I thought that this was just hype for Mega Man. I'm glad that you're rolling with this. Yeah, no worries. And again, it is Mega Man today. That is what we were doing. We were playing classic Mega Man all day long.
It's hilarious.
We're going to try to finish 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through 8, and then we're going to be playing 9 and 10.
Why did I run from PDR?
And hopefully we're going to finish this all up today. It'd be great to finish all the classic Mega Mans today. I don't know if we will.
You mean the PDR who muted me on his channel? Where I came on yesterday to talk to him, and he couldn't even see what I was posting because he has me muted like a little bitch. That PWR.
There's also going to be food and booze and fun stuff happening today. I haven't drank anything yet. Like I said, for a $100 super chat or a $100 tip, there's a very special animation that will play, and I'll take a shot, but I'll probably end up having some shots later anyway. All right. Folt Jam did a $2 super chat. He says, unblock Rich so he can send a meaningful super chat. No, I'm not unblocking Rich. He's a piece of shit. He's a waste of everyone's time, and I don't care about it.
Oh,
See, wait!
I thought you were man. I thought you were focusing on the past. Why are you crapping all over ViewTech USA?
It's my most embarrassing moment. I can celebrate it. I can laugh at it. I can have fun with it. For someone else who, for a decade, has tried to make that the focal point of their content because their content fucking sucks, so they think that making fun of someone else's embarrassing moment is content, just shows what a pathetic, miserable waste of life they are. So he's never getting unbanned. I know that's what he wants. He thinks that today is like his birthday, and will he get his birthday present of coming on my stream? No. You want to be a part of it? Here's what you do. You look at the stupid fucking tattoo on your arm that you put on there, you miserable fucking wretch, and you stare at your failure for the rest of your life. That's what you can do today. Okay. F for Fake did a $5 super chat and says, congrats on the anniversary of flogging the snake, greasing the pole, shaking hands with the milkman, etc. Yes, all of the euphemisms that everyone uses. Indeed. Thank you for $5.
All of the euphemism.
Let's see. Soul at 2 a.m. did a $5 super chat. And he says, don't make, I haven't heard of this one, the trouser trout. I've never heard that one before. An endangered species. That's the first one I've heard that one. All right, well, thanks for $5 there, Soul at 2 a.m. The trouser trout. Let's see.
Kino Casino went
Finn
live,
Turismo did a
folks.
$5 super chat. He says, Bart I don't even know what this is.
By the way, anyone on the Kick stream, if you guys do want to watch the Kino Casino, I totally agree with that. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm about to cut off the stream in a few anyway. I just want to finish this video, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. The Kino Casino should be pretty funny.
Is Bart Review Tech USA eat my burst shorts fart. I have no fucking idea what the hell that means. It sounds like crazy ramblings of an insane person. But thanks for $5. I have no idea what any of that means. Solo 2 AM did another $5 super chat. How'd the conversation with Machinima go after the incident? Well, that's the thing. There was never a conversation. What ended up happening was I handled it all on my end by myself. Okay?
Yeah,
there was never a conversation. And then they emailed me, like my partner manager emailed me like 2 days later.
Going, brother. Thanks
and they said,
stopping
so
by,
we just
man.
want to check in and see how you're doing. After all of that, we're well aware of what's going on. And just so you know, we've already begun taking action on videos and stuff. And I was like, whoa. You did what? Like, you never even talked to me. To say if anything I wanted. I don't want you taking videos out. I'm already memeing about it. I'm joking about it. And everything seems fine. Why would we be reacting in that way? Like, it didn't seem to make sense to do that. But they had already taken it into their own hands. I guess they had an internal meeting and decided, oh, let's just do this, which I think is kind of underhanded and messed up that you don't even involve the person that you're doing this to. Because then, again, people always blamed me. They always came at me as, oh, you did it. You did the takedowns. No, I didn't. And years later, I showed the dashboard on YouTube to show I never issued any of those claims. That was all Machinima doing it. I didn't feel like that was the right way to go about it because I think that it's better to laugh with it. Okay? Mr. Magikarp did a $5 super chat.
How many years has he called on for the elimination of his detractors? Raw Phil, Dark Days Mirror, Tevin. How many times has he called them terrorists and liars and scammers and defamers? Claim he was gonna sue people, right? But he wants us to believe that he was perfectly fine with people posting videos of him fapping on the internet. I believe that. Yes, Phil, I believe you.
And he's basically talking about negative toxic stuff. So thanks for $5. There you go.
Oh, by the way, the negative toxic stuff that he was talking about was the fact that he brought up the fact about his wife. About he's saying that
Already over there. I recognize
him saying that Kat was crying every time she watches someone or hears someone talk about him jerking off. That's exactly what that super chat was. And of course, again, he's talking about how he's addressing all the questions and all the facts and everything, and yet ignored multiple questions, ignored multiple comments, even a super chat with somebody gave him $5 and wanted him to address inconsistency in his story. And what does he do? He just brushes him off and doesn't even respond and then bans the guy. Yeah, but we're supposed to believe you, DSP, that you're looking towards the future and you were owning the meme and everything was great for you. Good God, brother. Whatever. Damn, I don't have time, man. I gotta cut it. Anyway, I gotta cut it. I've been here 2 hours. I'm gonna cut it short because Kino Casino is gonna be on. I got a bunch of shit to clip. It was fun. It was great. But I did post some clips for you if you guys don't want to see the whole Raw Phil stream. I posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips. 5 clips of Phil, losing his shit on the stream, by the way. And then, of course, if you like to watch his gameplay, I did clip the Mega Man 8 where he rage quit after an hour. He died like 50 times. I posted that before we started streaming, so you guys could check it out. You know what I mean? You got some content for tonight or over the weekend. And then I'm going to try to look at what happened in the last 2 hours on Phil's stream, and if there's something clippable, I'll clip it. If not, then not a big deal. Don't worry about it. And then the Kino Casino clips, if there's anything good, more than likely I'll get a couple clips. I'll post those tomorrow morning, so you guys will have some content for Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday, Phil will be back from his day off. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed me hanging out with you guys on a Friday night. I know I typically don't do the night stream because I'm usually with my family. But I got a break this week. That's right. Family went out. I had the place to myself, and I still got about a half hour left. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat off that train. I'm going to beat off on No One's Here with the door open, and I'm going to have the PS4 soundtrack going, and yeah, it's going to be a great time. So, big ups. Let's see who's streaming. Big shit. Hold on a second. Let me see if King Sly's in. King Sly. King Sly. I think King Sly. If you guys like YouTube, so you got a couple options. No, King Sly's just streaming today. Oh no, he is live. All right. So if you want to check out King Sly,
have a car. You don't have a job. You don't go anywhere.
Here's King Sly. If you want to check out King Sly for everyone, that's King Sly. He's streaming today. If anyone's interested, he's a great streamer. Let him know Duty sent you guys over. And then, if not, Kino Casino's available. You can watch Kino Casino. And if not, go hang out with Raw Phil. There's tons of content for everyone. You know what I mean? All right, so that's it, folks. Let me let you guys go. And before we leave, of course, we always like to end it on a high note. We always like to end it with our favorite song, the best detractor song out there. You guys know it. You guys love it. I love it. Everyone loves it. It's, of course,
You guys like pizza?
the pizza pie. Oh wait, too fast.
I know,
Too fast.
I love pizza. I'm Italian.
Let's soak this up,
moved
folks.
out here to the West Coast. There is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style
All
pizza
righty,
out
Betty.
here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese. Salvano greasy shit. Crazy meat. Weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella. And delicious. Take it dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit. Pizza pie, Felipe. Pizza pie, weird sauce. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella. And delicious. Take it dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit. Pizza pie, Felipe. Pizza pie, cheese. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, weird sauce. Pizza pie, crazy meat. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Alrighty, big ups everyone. See you guys probably on Monday, and if not, definitely check out the clips and the content.